Welcome to my channel, Custom Scrapbook Design by Christy Stubbs, and welcome to another installment of my Scrappin' Saturday series. So today I am going to be doing another layout using Pretty Little Studio Sunkissed collection, and this is the Ledger 12x12 paper pack. It is available on my website, as well as with all of the ephemera pieces and sticker sheets that I'm going to be using here today. So let's get started. If you do want to see a few other layouts utilizing this collection, I'll have another video up today for Saturday morning makes, and I've got several other layouts that I've done using this collection, so be sure to check that out as well. This will be the last Scrappin' Saturday that I do using this collection, and I'll be moving on to something else, but I may have a few other layouts done later in the week that I'll be sharing with you. So let's get started. So for today's layout, I am using the sheet that's called Relaxation. And this is so beautiful. It really is another one of those that basically does the work for you. So I'm not going to be doing that much to this particular layout. I have already determined what size photos I want to use, because I really don't want to cover up all of this beautiful background paper here. And I really don't think that we'll add a whole lot to it. And if you go back and watch my other video, you'll see I didn't use a whole lot of embellishing on those layouts as well, just because these papers really are gorgeous and don't need a lot added to them. So I thought we would use three 3x5 photos and put them at an angle so that we could still get the majority of the background of that paper kind of popping through. And now the more that I'm looking at it, I'm almost leaning towards maybe doing a double matte for the photos and adding another color. And possibly this orange here would be a really pretty color, or possibly this kind of teal behind that yellow. So I'm going to grab a couple other colors and we may add another matte to that. All right, so I've pulled the orange and the teal. Let's take a look at what that would look like. You know, kind of double matting that on there. I think it might be kind of nice to bring in another one of the colors. And now I brought in kind of this bluish teal color, and it's kind of used throughout as well. And actually, I think I'm leaning towards that. So when I put a mat down and it says 3x5, it actually measures 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. So my next mat, I'm going to need to measure 3 1/2 by 5 1/2. And then we should have a perfect mat, second mat. So there's 2 of them. And we should have 5 1/2 left, yep. And 3 1/2. And let's see how those look now that I've got those cut out. Yeah, I kind of like the way it tames down that yellow just a little bit. That yellow is really bright here, and I feel like the blue kind of tones that down just a little bit. It kind of softens it. So let's go ahead and do that. But before we put those yellow mats down, and I'm going to check something real quick and see if maybe... I think they'll be fine the way that they are. So the thing that you want to keep in mind is that matte looks pretty darn bright with, you know, the full 3 1/4 by 5 1/4 showing of the yellow. But once you put a photo on there that measures 3 by 5, you're going to soften that whole page up, because the photo on there is going to soften that yellow because you're just going to have a border. So let's go ahead and get these all inked. cover it like that. And then we'll put one up like so. And actually, I think we'll put this middle one up on some foam tape and kind of lift that up and help give the layout just a little bit of dimension. But before I do that, let's get the rest of this laid out, because if you followed along with me at all, you know that I tend to change my mind quite frequently while I'm putting together a layout until I get everything all the way down. So I don't want to use any glue and stick that down and regret where I have put that. So I did grab a few other of the ephemera packs that come with this paper line. And this one's got a fun little flag up here. And then it's got all of these little tags, a couple more flags here, some more tickets, lots more of the little ducks. But I thought that these were kind of cute. And then I also pulled the hearts. I love Pretty Little Studio for the fact that they do these hearts. I've seen them with every line so far, and I really like using these. And then these are the matching stickers that go with those. So I'm kind of leaning towards using these hearts on this page. I think that they'll be a nice addition. And then I also am really leaning towards maybe doing some tags. So earlier this week, I had hand dyed some ribbons to add to the website as well. I'm going to grab one of those and see if we can't put those on this layout as well. So I grabbed this pink and purple ribbon that I had done, and it coordinates really well with the pink and purple in the layout. So if we use some tags, we're going to go ahead and add that to the ribbon. And I'm thinking we might just stick a tag out the top of a couple of these, or maybe even off to the side. Let's see what colors we've got to work with. We've got that pretty orange, and then we've got that pink, and then also this stripe, and it mimics this stripe here, so maybe we'll use some of that stripe somewhere, possibly. We might even just put it in just like that and make it look like it's part of that whole unit. I kind of like that idea. And maybe we'll do the same here. We've got that blue polka dot coming that way, and use that. And we might use that one as well. Let's see, we've got a couple words. We've got sunshine that's left in this. Make a splash. Swimming. This would be a cute swimming page actually with this yellow and blue. So maybe we'll do make a splash here. And then we could always pull the swimming down here and even pull this smaller tag here. All right, so I'm kind of liking the looks of that. Let's go ahead and ink those tags and get those ready. Okay. And probably not quite at that much of an angle because I am wanting to fit that tag below there. So we'll go ahead and use a hole punch and put a hole in the tag. And I like to use the bigger one just to allow for more room to get this ribbon fed through there. And I like to fold the ribbon in half, pull it through, and then pull the ends through there. And you want to be real careful pulling these through if you're not going to use any eyelets to kind of firm up that hole. You want to be careful because if you pull too tight, you can actually pull that ribbon all the way through that paper. So you just want to be real careful with that. And then we're going to trim that tag down and we're going to squeeze that under. And I'm just going to use my tape runner for that. We're going to squeeze that or put that in there about like so. And then we're just going to repeat that same process for the green and white polka dot. And because this is hand dyed, it's a little stiffer ribbon, which is kind of nice. Feeds through there nicely. And we're just going to pull that through. And I'm trying to be conservative with what I'm using because I only have this length to use, and we've got 2 more tags, and I think we'll be just fine. All right, and then we're going to just put a little tape on this one, and we're going to slide. I'm going to slide it up higher. I'm not going to have it match that. I decided. And then we'll go ahead and put the ribbon through this pretty rainbow. And we'll just repeat that same process. I'm going to try and make that one a little shorter to make sure I have enough when I pull it through. That one's going to go right up there. And then this is the last one. So this one's already got that area punched through. So I think I'm just going to pull it through and tie it. I'm just wondering if I can maybe get 2 little ties going across the top of that. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. So I'm just tying this one into a knot and trying. I don't think I'm going to make it though. Just trying to be able to get enough to tie 2 knots, but we'll see here. It might be enough. They might be a little short. And then, yeah, I think I'll take a couple of these scraps that I've got cut off, and we're just going to glue that right to the bottom and stick that up there, and then we'll do another one. So we'll give it the illusion that it's got a bunch of knots, but all we've done is add the cutoff pieces. I'll just add that last cutoff piece as well. Why not? I like the look of that having just a little bit more. Yeah, that adds a fun little look to that tag. Gives it just a little bit more than the other 2. Okay, so I think we're safe to go ahead and put these 2 base photo mats down. And I've changed the direction of that one already. See how often I change my mind. And this one, I'm actually going to pull some of this up because I don't want this tape to end up on the picture. And where it was, the picture wasn't going to fit under there. So I want to fix that one. And then I'm going to change the angle of that one just a little bit, but I'm also going to pull some of this one back up too. And this one I need to pull quite a bit more up because it's further down that we run into it overlapping the other one. I can put that little bit back up there. And then I'm just feeling with my finger to kind of see and make sure that we're not going to run into an issue. Okay, so once again, that is why I don't stick stuff down right away, because I want to make sure once I put something down that's going to be glued down, that is where that is going to stay. Everything can be fixed and everything can be lifted, but you can make a mess doing so. So I'm just going to get that one out of the way. I'm going to watch where I overhang that one. And then I'll be able to just slip this one in there. And I feel like I didn't leave myself quite enough room. We need to move this tag. I'm trying to angle it too much. Okay, so something along that line. So let's go ahead and tape that down. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that tag on down. Maybe we'll bring that tag over here. And then maybe we'll pull this tag. So now I'm totally changing this up. I feel like I've hidden most of the tag up on that top one. So I'm kind of leaning towards maybe changing it, and then you can see more of the tag. So I kind of am liking the looks of that. And then we've got this tag here. The tag up here says make a splash. And then I also have the swimming die cut, which we could add down here. And I think putting these up on some foam would give them a little more dimension as well. And then we may just pull in a little variety of hearts throughout. Little stack of 3 there. And then maybe we'll go ahead and pull another little stack of 3 over on this side. Right next to that tag. And then maybe just a few random ones. And the swimming is super cute. I think the little duck might be kind of cute with that as well. And maybe he'd be cute on the tag with his little rain hat on. Or We could even pull the little duck with his umbrella here to go under the Make a Splash and make a little scene with that. I think that's kind of adorable. And we're just gonna pull some random hearts in all the different colors here and kind of just randomly place them on the layout. And I am liking the way that that is coming together. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of inking. We'll get some of these hearts inked and we'll make this scene here. And let's go ahead and put this tag down with some foam tape. And I'm gonna run the foam this way on this one. I like to add a lot of dimension to my layouts. However, the downfall to that is it makes your scrapbook get full really fast when you have a lot of the foam and embellishments that really pop. But it really gives it a nice look, I think. I'm really liking how this ribbon turned out on here, actually. Makes the tag a little fuller. That beautiful custom die is gorgeous. I like that. And I'm gonna maybe just stick a bit of glue right under that tag to hold that flat. And then the word swimming here, I am going to use a piece of foam on it as well. We'll lift that up. And I'm going to add just a little bit on this G here so that it doesn't get bent down. So that'll hold that up. I'm just going to put that right at the bottom. Let's make a great summer page at the pool, at the lake. All those beautiful blue watercolors would be gorgeous on this layout. Okay, and then for this, let's put this tag up on foam as well. Let's see, need another fresh roll here. And the reason I put so much up is so that once it is in the book, it doesn't get bent downward by pressure from other pages, or when you're looking at it even, the weight of the other pages, pushing that down. So I like to put enough to kind of hold that up all the way. We're going to hold that one. That is a bright tag. It's gorgeous. And I really kind of want to lay that more level with that photo mat. And I got it slightly crooked. So because of the glue on that, I'm just going to change this angle of the photo mat just a little bit. Okay. And then I think we'll put the splash flat on there, kind of up towards the top, so that we leave enough room for this little duck with his adorable umbrella, because he doesn't want to get splashed. So we're going to add him right under there. And we're just going to use a little glue to glue him down. Okay, and then let's just ink some of these hearts. And I lost the big heart that I had on there. I'll just change some colors around. There we go. I'm going to ink those and then we'll put all of those down together. Just glue one down. And I think we'll lift this one up. And again, I think we'll just use these little foam squares on this one. This heart's a little bigger, so I think I'll use 3 of them. And while that glue's drying on the back of that, let's put this heart down. And I think this is going to be the final heart. We'll check it out here once we get it in place. One's going to go just like that. Okay, boy, this is a colorful, another fun, colorful page. Make sure everything's stuck down. All right, let's see. We do have some stickers. We could add some of those if we want to. We do have these fun little arrows. We could actually add those. Lift that up. I think we'll pass. I feel like we're pretty busy here as it is, and we might just add a couple of these stickers. We've got the Summer Vibe one here, which I think is perfect for this layout. So we're just going to add that right here. And then we're also going to add Sunshine right up here. And we're going to add that one on this side of that mat. And that is going to be it. I think that that makes for a beautiful layout. So we've got 3 3x5 photos that can go on here. Perfect for summer, documenting your summer photos. Again, watch for some posts maybe on my custom scrapbook design Facebook page, and I may do a walkthrough of all the pages that have been completed using this line as well later next week. And all of the products that I used are available on my website. These fun new custom dyed ribbons are available there, and everything that I used in this collection is available there, as well as the art glitter glue that I do like to use. I do keep a bunch of that on hand as well. So one last thing that I want to note for you guys is, if you're not following me on Facebook, be sure to check out Custom Scrapbook Design. And within there, I do have a private group that I just started. So if you're wanting more layout, inspiration, tutorials, and that type of thing, I will be posting in that private group. So be sure to ask to join it. There are just a couple quick questions that will help me better bring you guys the type of content that you're looking for. So thank you so much for sticking with me, and I hope you all have a fabulous Labor Day weekend. and get a little time to enjoy your families and maybe do a little something creative as well. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.